Hello and welcome. In this one we are gonna go over the drone hierarchy and some of the drone movement parts. So if you go ahead and expand the drone racing which you have, you will see that it is organized in drone racing route, which is nothing but an empty game object with some components on it. You have a fixed rotation, which is just the correction of the 000, maybe if your drone is modeled the wrong way. Here we have the drone body, which is on the layer of the transparent FX, and propellers, which do nothing but they rotate on the y-axis. Is it local? I don't know. Anyhow, here we have four suppliers. Now this is the part where where we apply force on the drone itself. So you will see that they are positioned correctly and they are exactly the same position in every aspect, an X and Z component axis. Now here we have three sound components, and these are basically just sounds. Let's go ahead and play those. That's the basic sound, the sound for angular rotation, and static sound, which is just static of the drone itself. Of course, these values are modified, pitch is changed, and volume is changed as well. So let's go over the overview of the components. We have a transform, which is by default. Oh, one thing don't forget, the tag on the drone itself root part is the player. So we have a transform component, rigid body, which has all default settings except mass, which is this is a real mass. This is 0.6 kilos, actually 600 grams to be exact, 608. That's how I found online that this drone would be approximately. And that's it for the, let's go for the propellers. This just rotates them, nothing too special here. This is the drone collision. It does collision on the parts where your drone will collide. So I have collider on the drone body. You can put it anywhere you want. You can have a mesh collider, you can have a special them on propellers, but I just put one here for the sake of simplicity. Which brings us to the drone movement script, which I'm gonna explain this part here. So we have a drone object. This is actually used only inside the drone movement script for the camera position in the first person view. When it's not in the first person, it's going to be outside like this, but when it does, it will be moved inside the fixed rotation game object. So that's why we need that. These are just velocity readings. This is angular velocity, and these are the propellers which propel force. Yep, and that's it for the propellers. Now here you see this in the scene view, the green gizmo. It stands for the center of mass of our drone. So by default I set it to, oh, I changed something. Let's go ahead and revert it. By default, let me expand this panel here. By default, I set the center of mass to 0, 0, 0. So if I move it, you can see that our gizmo is moving as well. You can change the color to whichever you like. You can make it smaller, appear, alpha. So if we switch to the third person view, third person will always be locked in the one rotation axis, so you can't actually move the camera in this one. So as you can see, when I press the throttle, it's gonna go almost perfectly upwards. It's not gonna swivel or rotate or anything. Yeah. But if we go outside, if we change this by 0.01, just slightly a bit, forward, the center of mass, you will see when I press hover on only throttle, you can see it's kind of rotating upwards, which is the actually wanted this is the wanted behavior in a real drone, but not for ours. So if you for some reason want it to behave realistically, you can find your own center of mass and just apply it there, and everybody will be happy. Okay, so this is it for the intro in the drone racing hierarchy, and stay tuned for the next video where I will be describing all these parameters here in the drone movement script, so stay tuned. Bye bye.